Guest is now with Martin J., Beirut-based award-winning journalist. Thank you, sir, for joining us in the program. Now, so do you think this friendly fire incident will affect the relationship between the U.S. and pro-Kurdish rebels in Syria?
Well, I think it very much depends on how it's dealt with. I mean, currently, the Kurds and their allies, the SDF, as you call them, are doing a lot of the fighting in northern Syria against ISIS, and they're quite an important ally for Trump to have. To break that relationship would be a cataclysmic error on his part, if indeed he wants to hit ISIS. If he doesn't, and he's changing his policy, as some people are speculating, and he wants to concentrate his efforts on the Assad regime, then the Kurds may well prove to be a problem for him.
Well, do you think there will be any investigation regarding this incident then?
Well, there should be. Let's wait and see. Certainly, if he wants to keep good relations with his allies in the region, not only the Kurds, but I mean, you know, it could be others. When these friendly fire incidents happen, then he should show the U.S. coalition forces should show some solidarity and look into it properly, just to see if these sort of things can be avoided again. But friendly fire in these sort of complicated proxy wars is inevitable. We've seen a history of it in the last few years with Americans and British Air Force fighters killing Iraqi soldiers on the ground just in neighbouring Iraq. So, so we have to accept that it is part and parcel of that type of war.
What will be the implications of this incident to the entire Syrian conflict in general, you think?
I'm not sure there'll be an immediate implication. I mean, I think it throws the spotlight on just how complicated things are in Syria. You know, you have four fighting groups in Syria. You have the Kurds, you have the extremists, you have the rebels, if you want to call them that. Those are aligned to the West. And then you have Assad with his regional partners, Hezbollah in Lebanon and Iran. And those four groups don't necessarily fall into two convenient polarized camps. You know, it's more complicated than that. So I think this throws the spotlight on how complicated and how complex the situation is there. And there must be people in the Pentagon today and in Russia also, in Putin's close circle, who must be asking how bad can this get, bearing in mind that with relations between America and Russia now deteriorating, that open communication they have between both camps to coordinate attacks. You know, are we going to see more friendly fire? And bearing in mind also that we have something in the region of 800 to 900 American soldiers in Syria. You know, what will happen if lo and behold, some of this friendly fire hits them? What could be the implications of that? So there's a lot at stake.
Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us on this breaking news story. That was Martin J., Beirut-based award-winning journalist. Thank you, sir.